Hello, sisters. Yes, we're here. I made it. I'm a little late, but just was getting myself fully prepared. So thank you for your patience. I'm really excited to be here with you today and to talk to you about illusion number 8, which really kind of wraps this whole illusion series up so beautifully. So that's why I wanted to leave it for the very end. And we'll also go into the Wildly Alive membership. So you've obviously heard me talk about the Wildly Alive membership. There are 12 classes. I'm going to run through each class live one more time before I exit Wildly Alive and move on to whatever I'm meant to do next, which I honestly do not know what is next. Okay. I know some of you are probably like, she probably has some, no, I have literally no idea. It has been quite an array of emotions, I will tell you that. But I'm taking the leap and I'm trusting that the net is going to appear. And as I go through this last round of all the classes, I know some stuff is going to start coming through. I know some clarity is going to start happening, and those in the membership will definitely be the first to know where the direction is starting to kind of peek through, which is really exciting. So yeah, as you're coming on, say hello. Would love to see who's here. Maureen, Berlene, Bree, hello. I am so excited about this live. I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm sure whatever it is, it will be great. Yeah, I trust that. I do trust that. Even though, honestly, some of the messages that I've been getting are making me feel like, am I doing the right thing? You know, like, am I really doing the right thing? Because I've just had so many messages from so many women over the last 13 years who have said, like, you have changed my life. I can't believe this. I'm so shocked. You know, you've changed my life. My life is so much different because of you and Wildly Alive. And, you know, I know that I'm making the right decision. And, you know, like, bringing up when we were talking about the crab and really the fear of success, the fear that if I find success, I'm going to leave people behind or I'm going to be left behind. You know, I was really thinking about that moment, and I was thinking about that moment with the split in the road that I told you with my friends. And I was thinking about how that was the first time in my entire life that I chose me. You know, like, I was raised in an environment where, you know, my parents were alcoholics and they did drugs, and I lived in the party house. And so I grew up incredibly fast. I took care of my little brother. I was really just this little adult. I felt like I was, now looking back on it, I was absolutely the adult out of the household. And I had to say no to me my entire life. I needed to make sure that my brother was okay. I needed to make sure that my parents were okay. I needed to make sure that emotionally I was, like, held together. Even though I didn't feel held together, I had to hold myself together, because if I let my emotions go free, then my dad was a ticking time bomb. My mom couldn't handle it. And so I was, like, very self-contained in means of, like, making sure everybody else is taken care of. And, you know, that moment in 2020, or it wasn't 2020, it was 2011, when the universe literally brought this split in the road between my group of friends and me. Like, that was the first time that I chose me. The first time I was 22 years old. The first time where I said yes to Nicole and what she wanted and her desires. You know, not saying yes to other people, saying yes to making sure my friends were okay and that they were going to like me, and, like, the people pleaser in me would, like, come out. Like, it was my first time really saying yes to me. There were times in my life, I remember in high school, I really wanted to do poms, like dance. I really wanted to do it. I tried out, I made it right away. The girls were, like, so impressed by me. They were like, you're going to be on the team, blah, blah, blah. I went home, I told my dad, I made the team, and my dad told me I couldn't do it. He's like, I'm sorry, you need to work. Like, you're old enough to work, you need to work. We do not have money for you to be doing poms. Like, you need to have a job. And I was devastated because I tried to make a choice for me. You know, I was in high school, I was 16 years old. Like I was really ready for something for me, and I was kind of shut down. And so that was like such a big moment for me. And when I look at it in hindsight, that one choice was really hard. Choosing me that one time was so hard because it was my first time breaking free from this mentality of everybody else comes before me. But the more that when I chose myself, even though it was a really hard year in many ways, like my deepest limiting beliefs and kind of demons and all this stuff kind of came up that year, but it came up so I could work through it and I could really break free from the flea, right? That was the big thing. Break free from the flea, break free from the crab, you know, and find my own friends. And it became easier to choose me and to honor myself and to honor my intuition. So this is a muscle that you work. And if choosing you feels really like you still feel stifled, you feel a little like monkey, like, well, I just can't choose me. You don't understand, Nicole. Like, I'm right. I can't choose myself. I can't choose me. I have the other people I need to take care of, right? I understand how stifling that can feel at first, but I will tell you, the more you do it, the easier it gets and the stronger you get. And the more you get feedback from life that was the right choice. It may not happen right away, because again, that year was really hard and it brought up a lot for me to kind of work through. But I would not have the life that I have now. I would not have the amazing marriage, the incredible business and amazing clients. And I would not be as happy and as healthy as I am now if I did not take the leap of faith and was courageous and said, I'm going to choose me. And when I think about shifting into this new version of Wildly, well, I don't even know if it's going to be a new version of Wildly Alive, honestly. I don't know if like Wildly Alive is going to be just a thing of the past. Like I'm really trying to cut ties with everything and just become a blank canvas. So whatever's meant to come next really shows itself without my expectation of what I think it should be, because I think that's a part of why I've gotten to the point where I'm at, honestly. And so when I think about this leap that I'm taking, and I'm thinking, and I think some of you are like, I can't believe she's doing this. This is so crazy. Because I have strengthened the muscle of choosing me, and because I have gotten evidence from the universe that choosing me is worth it, and choosing me levels up my life, and choosing me means more happiness and more joy and more health and more experiences that make my soul so happy, the easier this decision becomes. And like that came to me as I was remembering about it, because I was like, even though this is really scary, I'm so solid in my body that it is time to close this chapter of Wildly Alive and open up a new chapter. And so it's a muscle. Choosing you is a muscle, but there has to be a brave part of yourself that finally says, I'm choosing me, or you will always be putting other people before you. Always. There needs to be a moment when you say, this time is going to be different. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do something for me. Because if not now, then when? Because we just keep waiting, right? We just keep waiting. And the waiting, you'll just wait for the rest of your life until you finally say, this is not comfortable. I am afraid, but I can be brave. I can choose me. I deserve it. I deserve it. So I am going to choose me. Out of all the stuff that you have learned in this illusion series, I would hope that it would give you the courage to choose you and to stop falling for these animalistic behaviors and mentalities. Yeah. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Exactly. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Shannon. You get to take all those pieces with you. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, okay, let's move into the 8th and final illusion. So the final illusion is actually one based in Mother Nature. So our first one, the iceberg, was based in Mother Nature, and then all the other ones were animal. And this last one is based in Mother Nature. And I learned this from a former coach of mine named Melanie Anlayer. And it's about pineapples. So this is a really interesting way of, it's just really interesting when you think about how pineapples are grown. So if you are a pineapple farmer, or say one day you're like, you know what, I want to grow pineapples. I want to grow some pineapples. And you choose to start a pineapple farm. You choose to start a pineapple farm. You till the soil, you get it all ready, right? You have all the tools. The soil is ready for the seeds. You plant the seeds. And you will not see a hint of a pineapple. Actually, I think I have a picture. Let me see here if I have a picture. Because this was one of the first ones that I actually put together. Let me see, because I did put together a really good visual for this. So you can really, oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share this with you. Okay, here we go. Look at this. This is crazy. So if you plant a pineapple seed, you will not see a hint of a pineapple for 6 to 12 months. Could you imagine that? You will not even see a little bud of a pineapple for 6 to 12 months. And then full fruition of the fruit. The first time you actually pick the pineapple could be up to 3 years. Is this like making you have an appreciation for pineapples that you've never had before? Or is it making you have an appreciation for pineapple farmers that you've never had before? Because I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this farmer who chooses to wake up every morning and water that soil for 12 months, not knowing if he is going to get an actual pineapple. Not a hint of a pineapple for a year. Every morning, 6 a.m., he goes and waters that soil. Every morning, every single day, day in, day out. Showing up, even when you don't see physical results. You don't see anything. You don't see a physical manifestation of a pineapple for a year. And you continue to show up, and he continues to show up, and he continues to show up. Watering that soil, watering that soil, watering that soil. Making sure that it's getting sun, making sure that the soil is so plentiful, really showing up for this pineapple without actually getting visible proof that it's there. What does this have to do with you? What does this have to do with what we're talking about here? What do you think? When you start to take care of your body, and when you decide to choose me and choose my body, and I'm going to take care of myself, and I want to feel good. I want to wake up in the morning and I want to feel good. I want to look in the mirror and I want to feel proud of the woman that I see. Before I die, I'm going to figure this out. You are going to start. You are going to plant your pineapple seed, right? You plant that seed. And every day you make a choice for you. And every day you have imperfections. Life happens. It sets you back. As you go through, take the time for me as long as it takes. Yes, Maureen. This is what we call in the Wild Be Alive membership, the compound effect. We talk about the compound effect a lot because you're going to show up every day. Every day you're going to show up. You're going to show up for you. I really encourage the members to show up and press play. Press play even for 15 minutes on a module that has been shown up in front of them. You're going to show up for yourself every day. Maybe some days it's 5 minutes. Maybe some days it's 2 hours. Maybe some days you have a binge, but you still choose to drink water and go to bed early. Maybe some days you don't exercise for weeks on end, but you still find a way to show up for you every single day. And it is so common for women that when they don't see or feel the results right away, they don't see that pineapple right away, they unplug. They stop watering their pineapple. They stop nourishing it. They stop giving it the things that it needs to thrive. Could you imagine if that pineapple farmer kept on going into doubt of like, I wonder if there's a pineapple under there, like starts digging at the soil. I need physical proof. I need proof that this is going to happen for me. I'm going to go dig up that soil. This involves trust, right? When we think about the iceberg, so much of it is about trust. You've got to trust that every single time you decide to choose you, it compounds on top of itself. And yes, there are absolutely times when you don't choose yourself and you choose other people and imperfections happen. But the key is, are you going to continue to show up and water your pineapple? Even if something happens, even if you don't see any results right away, even if you make mistakes, will you continue to water your pineapple? And trust that the more you water and the more you water and the more you choose you and the more you choose you, the easier it will get, the faster it will come, because it all compounds on top of another, right? And so I love that it could take up to a year, because I was talking about this with the elephant, is like, when I think about women coming into the membership, now you can come in for just a month or two. That's absolutely your choice. You can do that. You won't have lifetime access, but you could do that if you want. But if you want to create a lifelong change, that's why I'm really incentivizing you. If you stay for a year, you get lifetime access. You also get me live. I'm such a pineapple. You are such a pineapple, Sheila. You know, then that is where you're going to bear the fruit of all of your labor. You're going to see things along the way for sure. And we're going to point those out to you to keep you going. But I really feel like that year mark is really when it's like it really starts to click. As you've been in the Wildly Alive world, you can see that our philosophies are deep. They're underneath the soil. We are working on the root system so you can create change in your life forever. Every other program that you work out, you join, they're going to work on the outside stuff. And it's going to be a hustle and a grind. And you know, like, it's not going to be automatic. We focus on creating a lifestyle change. So eating in a way that feels good and moving in a way that feels good and looking in the mirror and feeling good becomes your lifestyle. It's your automatic way of living. You've been not taking care of your body for how long? Your whole adult life, maybe into your childhood. No shame here. Let's just look at it for what it is. Wise woman forward. Let's be honest, we got to be able to look at it to be able to create change around it. You can't expect results to happen overnight. You can't expect your pineapple to pop through the soil 2 weeks after you were watering it, right? You've got to give this time, and you've got to trust the compound effect. So as you've learned about these illusions, and you've learned about the crab, and you've learned about the flea, about how you're keeping yourself stuck and how you're boiling yourself in hot water, and you're starting to make these changes for yourself, you've got to trust in the compound effect, because if you do not trust in the compound effect, you will give up. You've got to show up every day in water, every day in water, every day in water, even through the hard times, even through the holidays, even when life goes sideways. You've got to make this commitment to yourself that you will figure this out. You will set this strong intention that I'll be damned. I'll be damned on my deathbed if I still have a bad body image. If I'm still thinking about my weight. I don't want that for you. I want you on your deathbed thinking about how fucking awesome your life was. Not about how you were worried about losing the 30 pounds your entire adult life. Screw that. Right? So you have to make this commitment to yourself, like you are a pineapple farmer. You are a pineapple farmer. That's what you're doing. You're going to create this beautiful pineapple. You need to commit to yourself that you are going to show up. And if you have a hard time showing up for yourself and you unplug, that's what the membership is for. It took my pineapple years and years to grow, but oh boy, once it did, it was a beautiful thing. I love you, Burley. I'm going to move over because I am getting hot in the sun. self-sabotage every time, but I realize these are setbacks. Need to focus more on me. Yes. And so if you have a tendency to sabotage, that's what the membership is for. If you can come in, we'd love to have you. Just keep showing up. Exactly. Okay. So I want to get into the membership. I want to tell you about the membership. If you have no desire whatsoever to do the membership, then I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for being here. This was such a beautiful way to close out the last free experience. I have no idea what's going to happen in the playground group. I don't know. I'm really leaving it up to my intuition and what I'm feeling like is the best next move. How often I show up in here. I definitely suggest you jump on my email list, because that's for sure. I'll be posting when I'm feeling the desire to send an email. I send an email. Sometimes things can just get lost on social media, as you know. And so anyway, this was a pleasure. So, okay, let's get into the Wildly Alive membership. Let's talk about how this is all structured and how it can completely change your life. Like, if you are really ready to change your life, the Wildly Alive membership will do that for you. I can guarantee it. This is a powerful freaking program. Powerful. Women come out different women. What I would like to say is they come out themselves, because over the years we have just been told and molded on how we should dress and how we should act and what we should care about, and we shouldn't care about that, and we should focus on this, and like we get lost and we wonder who the heck we are. Women leave feeling like themselves again, feeling confident, ready to take on the world, ready to go after the things that they've always wanted to go after, because they're not bogged down in thoughts about their food or their body or exercise. It's weighing you down. Yes, they do, says Bree. Changed my life, said Martha. Yes. You absolutely come out yourself. And so how the membership is set up is, when you first jump in, you're going to jump into what we call phase 1, which is Wildly Alive weight loss. These are our foundational principles on our 4 pillars: eating, movement, mindset, and lifestyle. There are 4 classes. Again, these are foundational. This is like tilling the soil. This is like the soil, like we're like really getting the soil solid and learning about core philosophies, like foundational teachings for each pillar. Okay. It's like, you have to know this stuff before you move into live classes. Okay. So you come in, you have our core philosophies around eating, core philosophies around movement, core philosophies around mindset, which this one is actually a weight loss class. So if you would like to release weight from your body, this is what we're really talking about in the mindset piece, because weight loss is a mindset. That's just the God to honest truth. It's really less about what you eat and how you move. It's really a mindset. It's that monkey. I'm right. So we really start to break open your mind on how to really make yourself available for weight loss, because you've just been so right about not being able to lose weight. So it's really a mind-blowing class. Like, women leave there like definitely like in a bit of a daze of like, whoa, huh? Ding, 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 ding. Like, all kinds of light bulbs are going off. And then the lifestyle class is really about burnout, of you going and doing too much. We need to get you to get into more of a lady of leisure, relaxing, receiving energy. You're doing too much. Releasing weight from your body and being healthy is less about doing. It's less about more. It's more about less. That's the lifestyle class. And then the eating class, again, is just going to be core foundational things. You're going to get all kinds of really great tools to set you up for the movement and the eating. I have a really great way of combining, these, again, bigger concepts around food and how to orient with food and making it manageable. So you get tools, like physical tools you get in the movement and mindset class for sure, to really set you up for success, so you can understand those foundational principles to start shifting things right away. This last round is going to be fun. Yes, Sheila. Oh my gosh, it totally is. Okay, so from there, we move into live classes, okay? And the live classes are obviously live, just like this. I'm showing up live and we're talking, and the classes, the modules are about an hour. And with liberation, actually, we just began liberation over the weekend. And liberation is about breaking free of people pleasing. So I want to start off telling you about liberation by sharing this with you. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Okay, maybe, here we go. Okay, so this is a testimonial from Molly, who took liberation, and she just said it so beautifully. She said, liberation, liberate oneself from oneself, oneself without self. Nearly an oxymoron. She's so funny. This is simply not possible, or is it? If you had listened as I did to Nicole, progressively eye-opening series of 6 classes titled, You Got It, Liberation, you'd know what was possible to work through the childhood triggers that have helped me create present-day state of victimhood. Possible to discover and start to understand why your people pleaser, perfectionist, or controlling tendencies are keeping you stuck in victimhood. Possible to learn how being too goal-focused can keep you losing 99% of the time, because there is no win unless you hit the target dead center. We were just talking about that. Possible to put that fun house mirror of distorted, constructed of other people's opinions, comments, and beliefs, that one you've allowed to reflect so much upon your life until now. Possible to go back to the child you were with gentle love, help her release any extra weight she's been carrying and you've continued to carry. True liberation cannot be fully achieved unless one is willing to delve within and, as Nicole put it, untangle from the external expectations of what is going to make you happy. Liberation, another one of those inside jobs. So liberation is about breaking you free of people pleasing and also perfectionism and your controlling tendencies, because this is what is like running you ragged. Okay, then I think about this. This is a mindset class. Liberation is a mindset class. And so often we're doing all these things that I think are going to make us happy by making other people happy, right? By making sure that our house is so clean, by making sure that we're in control and, like, don't trust. And, I just need to be in control. I definitely get this. I was not raised in an environment that made me believe that trusting other adults was worth it, like it proved opposite of that. And so liberation is about liberating you from this, this is the feeling that I get, like chicken with its head cut off, like overdoing it, overgoing, like perfectionist, people pleasing, like this inner anxiety. Liberation, right? When I think about the illusions, the monkey and the frog, if you really resonated with the monkey, I'm right, I just have to do this, I just have to stay in control, just have to stay in control, just got to always be in control. Like you have a hard time with schedules going sideways, the plan going sideways, right? This would be good for you. Or the frog, you don't even realize how often you're waking up anxious by these things because it became your reality. I'm telling you, calmness, peace is available for you in liberation. Okay, the next live class is called Body Talk. So this is an eating pillar class, and this is where we talk about all things emotional eating. So let me just show you this. This is yet another sister who took Body Talk. The Body Talk program wrapped up, and I can honestly say it was life-changing. Marin says this: I learned how to read the signs of my body was giving me, that cravings may not be for food, but rather to fill up an emotional need. The other night, I wanted to binge eat ice cream, but I was able to identify what I was feeling, sad for my sick baby, and what I really was craving, a hug. Not only are you given the tools to deal with unhealthy food choices, but you also learn how to deal with the emotions and the emotional situations. I have experienced so many issues with one particular individual. This program taught me how to read the story feeding into the emotions and stop the cycle of overreacting and overeating. The Wildly Alive Mastery Program, which is the live classes, is life-changing. People around me have told me that I've been happier, less anxious, and more at peace since joining. Her image here that she had was a surprise sunflower that grew unexpectedly because of this program. Thank you, Marin, for that. That was so beautiful. So Body Talk, we've been, talking about emotional eating and how these illusions and these mindsets, these animalistic mindsets, are causing your emotional eating, because it's really a buildup of all of these emotions. With Body Talk, we really talk about how to overcome the emotional eating, right? We really got to the root of why you're emotional eating. Are you being a frog? Are you being a monkey? Are you being an elephant, right? That's making you feel like you have nothing better to do. Well, you do have better things to do, but like this insatiable need to eat. And then in Body Talk, we really start talking about how. How do you start managing the emotions? How do you start meeting the emotions? How do you recognize what emotions you're feeling so you don't look for it in the chips? And step-by-step guides on how to do this. Okay, so when we think about the illusion series, if you really resonated with the frog and the ostrich, this is going to be the class for you, right? You're sticking your head in the sand thinking everything is fine. No, you're right, you're not fine. Sticking your head in the sand thinking, eating, sticking your head in the sand with eating. That's what I meant to say. Okay, the next class, this is a bonus class actually, which means it doesn't fall underneath a pillar. It's just one class that I really like to run. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your body per se. That's why we made them bonus classes, but I've done a lot of work in this area and I wanted to teach around it. It's called The Weight of Money. Become a money magnet and stop stress eating. So this is a super, super fun class. Women have so much freaking stress around money. Oh my gosh. Like they are so, and this causes them to emotionally eat for sure. And so we make money fun. We go through this manifestation challenge where we manifest money, and we really shift your mindset around money, because wealth is a mindset. It is not about you hustling and working harder. Surprise, surprise. And I prove that to you in this class. So this is a testimonial from Christy, who says, I was pretty skeptical when I started the Health of Wealth / Weight of Money. That was like the free thing we did before. Nicole asked us to set a money manifestation goal. My initial thought was $20, maybe $50. You see, neither my spouse nor I are currently have jobs, since we both have fallen through the disability and unemployment cracks. Our only source of income is savings. So you can imagine my shock when I found myself writing $7,000 on my worksheet. You can also imagine my excitement when I manifested $8,311.39. And I figured you were a little skeptical about that, so I brought in another testimonial from Gina. The Weight of Money shed so much light on my relationship with money and my relationship with myself. I'd been bringing in money, but then it all stalled. It would stall, or something would happen, like the car needed repairs, or big trees fall on the house and need big money repairs, and it would all go out at one time. So I would hoard. Like the universe couldn't see it just hanging out in the drawer. But I have really stepped into the thought of money like air. I breathe. The flow of money in and the flow of money out. The gratitude in the simplest act of receiving and releasing. Yes, we talk about all of this. I manifested $4,009, which is what came to me when I asked what I wanted to manifest. I spent money on myself, cute new undies, an iPad, a computer for my son for college, and money to donate to the youth program I'm passionate about. Trusting and allowing money, it's magic. It's a really fun class. And it is a really great tool that you can come back to when you feel like you're in a pinch for money and you're kind of starting to stress about money. You can go through this manifestation challenge. We have like worksheets. We have this manifestation thing. Like, it is so stinking fun. We make money fun. We bring fun and lightheartedness and it's like, and you're manifesting money on top of your income. So any numbers that they threw out, this is on top of their expected income. It's good. It's really good. Bree can tell you about it. She actually came in when we did a round of weight of money, and it was money. Let's just say that. Okay. The next live class is called Shatter. This is breaking your inner glass ceiling. So shatter, we all have an inner glass ceiling, right? This is definitely, I think of shatter and I kind of think of the frog. Like, I think like you have became complacent being underneath this wall. And when you think about your body, definitely there's like a certain number that you just can't break past. That's like an example of an inner glass ceiling. But as you continue to level up your life, you know, there's this saying, new level, new devil. It's kind of that same thing. It's like there's always a glass to shatter as you continue to rise. So this is a 4-step process I have taken over 900 women through, and they feel like they leave 100 pounds lighter. Like there is this breakthrough that happens through this 4-step process that you can continue to take. Like when I'm ready to level up my life, I take myself through this 4-step process. I have ran it over and over and over again. When I feel myself getting complacent, being that frog, right? When I'm that frog and I'm just sitting in, I'm like, I'm fine. And it's like, no, it's time to move. It's time to break free. It's time to jump out of the boiling water. This is the class that I revisit. Okay, so I'm gonna. So Leela had something to say about shatter that was really good. So she has liberation and shatter. Has totally changed my life. I am more relaxed and easier to be around. I am not always thinking about how things could be better if I do, or how things could be better if I do, or be more, and how can I fix or hustle through uncomfortable things to feel more comfortable or appear more in control. Okay, that is definitely referring to liberation. I am leaning into being okay as I am, imperfect and beautiful, with all the feelings and all the not knowing that life brings. I am using the what if and I get to mindset instead of I have to, just so you know what that is, which has brought a greater feeling of peace. Naming that I don't know and sharing my feelings has crumbled this outer wall of protection, of perfectionism, people pleasing, and control freak tendencies that has been keeping me from living in harmony. Facing the hardest past and real present is helping me show up and use my voice from a place of knowing, trust, and self-respect. I am standing tall and more in my power than ever before, and it's amazing. Thank you for speaking your truth and this group for taking up the space to be seen. Yeah, the sisterhood that happens in here is just really amazing. So Leela busted through. That is for sure with Shatter. Okay, the next live class is called Finish Line. So Finish Line takes place during the holiday season. So around the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this is when you start to fall into a mindset that I just don't take care of myself. Like, definitely this is like ostrich, like just stick your head in the sand and get through the holidays. Like that's just what you want to do. Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is eating the cookies, so I'm gonna eat the holiday cookies, and I just have to white knuckle it to January, and then letting yourself fall apart, completely self-destruct all of your good hard work that you've been putting in, and then having to wake up on January 1st feeling like you're starting all the way over. This is what I was saying with the elephant, is like, we have to look at this belief system of this starting and stopping and starting and stopping. And that's what Finish Line is all about. Finish Line is all about looking at this starting and stopping mentality. And even though the holidays are crazy, I teach you and I show you how to still make time for yourself so you can wake up on January 1st feeling good, feeling like you're on top compared to most people. And so it's about breaking this habit of starting and stopping that happens in the grand scheme of things with a year, but also just on a smaller scale of I'll start my diet on Monday type of mentality. Okay, the next class that we have is called Release. This is about losing the weight forever. And this is a mindset class because weight loss is a mindset. Like I was saying about Wildly Alive weight loss. So the class that we take in there, the mindset class, it's a little condensed, tiny hour-long version of like this Release full-on live class, 6 modules, where we really talk about how to start stepping into a belief that this can happen for you and stop using your monkey mindset. I'm right. It's never going to happen for me. I'm going to be fat forever. This is just what I'm going to do. You can't tell me I can't eat cheese, right? I would never tell you that anyway. But it's like, there are just these certain things that you need to be right about. And we have to recognize the elephant mentality that you are literally chaining yourself up to something that is so small and you don't even realize how powerful you are. So if your mind is the most powerful muscle in the body, the elephant proves that to us. 14,000 pound animal is like being taped down by this little pitiful rope. We need to break that rope. We break that rope. We break you free by looking at your mindset. Like that elephant, where like, if you would only believe that you could break free, you could break free. That's what we do in Release, is we get out your mind out of the way. We get your mind on board with really wanting to release some weight, right? Okay, so this is what Cindy has to say about Release. And this was a big intention for her in Wildly Alive. Okay, let me just share what Cindy has to say. Liberation. Body talk, where am I at? Okay, after completing the Release program in Wildly Alive, I feel like I am on a new path. It is uncomfortable, but it is so fulfilling of possibilities, so full of possibilities. I am releasing my past weight loss belief patterns of it has to be difficult and I must see immediate results, right? The pineapple can come in here. And changing to being proud of my small, consistent steps and believing this change can be full of ease. I know these internal shifts are subtle and hard to see or hold, but are so important to my growth. As I redefine what success is for me, I'm beginning to feel more capable, more confident, and have less of a need for numbing out with food. I keep showing up for myself, even after a hard couple days. I just don't quit, and I trust that changes are coming and it will be good. My life is becoming more joyful and amazing thanks to Wildly Alive. Cindy has since became a mentor. So if you jump into the membership, you will be able to experience Cindy's energy, which is so great. She is resilient. She just shows up. She is like the biggest cheerleader for sure. And so that is Release. If you really want to release weight from your body, like Release is definitely the class for you. And then we move into Unstoppable. Unstoppable is a movement pillar. This is about becoming a person who wants to work out and getting unstuck and staying unstuck. If you are somebody in the workout department who's starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping, this is going to be the class for you. We're going to show you how to move your body consistently for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. Yeah, there are phases, like we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, like, I'm in a phase of motherhood where I have 2 young children, and my time to exercise now versus when I had 1 kid or I had no kids is totally different. You got to work with yourself. You got to work with what you got, but you can't just stop. So that's what we do in Unstoppable. It's super fun. We are moving every single day for 10 minutes. You're doing Wildly Alive workouts together. It's super, we make fitness fun, right? If you are not enjoying working out, it's because fitness has failed you, not you have failed fitness. We've got to find what works for you. And that's the key of listening to your body. We teach you and we create a movement plan that's really designed for you and your body. I finished Unstoppable and it was amazing, said Marie. I moved every single day for 14 days. But before, if I got injured, I would just not move for that reason. This month, I listened to my body and found a way to move that was okay with my body and injuries. One of my biggest limiting beliefs is I don't have time to move because I can't move for 30 minutes straight when I'm busy. This one is part of the past. During the Unstoppable month, Nicole showed me that 10-minute movement was doable and I could do it even between meetings at my desk. 5-10 minutes are better than nothing, even if the fitness business says we need to move for 30 minutes per day to be our best. This morning, I jogged while waiting for my son's school bus for 10 minutes, and it felt so good. And I was empowered the rest of my day at work. I would redo Unstoppable anytime, and it was a great way to start the year. So we're really going to look at ways that you like to move your body and tuning into your body. This is one of the things that we do, the foundational things that we do in phase 1 of the membership, is teaching you how to create a movement plan based on your body and your desires and what feels good for you that day, and not getting stuck into these hard plans that are unrealistic. We're all about flexibility and figuring out and making it work, because that's the mindset you need to have if you want to become unstoppable. Hence the name of the class. The next class is called Set Free. Feel like a normal person around food. This is an eating pillar. This is the elephant, and this is the frog. Because you don't even see, with the frog mentality, you're convincing yourself that your relationship with food is fine. And it's like, fine, this is just what I have to do. Like, I just can't eat bread, or I can't eat cheese. If I want to lose weight, that's just what I have to do. I can't say yes to that. I can't go to the barbecues. I can't. And it's crap. You're not fine. You don't even see it. Your relationship with food can be one of freedom. This is why it's called Set Free. Set free from the categorization of food. Good food, bad food. I can, I can't. I have to. These hard rules that we've been taught around food, they're just such crap. They're not true. They're not true. And so that's where the elephant also comes in, because it's this belief. It's this belief that I have to operate with this way with food if I want to lose weight and I want to be healthy. We blow all of that open. There is no such thing as categorization of food. That's not what this is about. That's not where you find true success. I lost weight through dieting, through following a list of foods I could eat and I couldn't eat. And I got to the other side and the weight was gone, and I was still imprisoned by my thoughts of food. This is about breaking you free of all of that. Being able to be around food, like no drama at all. Feel like a normal person around food. No drama. That's really what it should say. No drama. No drama around food. Peace. Peace around food. Even when you go to a barbecue and there's no healthy food, you know how to navigate it. You have the confidence to navigate it. You don't get your panties in a wad. You don't freak out about it. It's like, I got this. Watch me. I know what I'm doing. You'll have that level of confidence around food. You'll know exactly what foods work for your body, what foods don't work for your body. You know, we talk about all of that in Set Free. The next class, oh wait, let's see. Do we have somebody who talked about Set Free? Okay, no, we don't. Okay, the next class is called Soul Sister. So Soul Sister, am I still here? Oh, hello. Janice, hello. A lot of us did quick workouts together on Zoom, so fun. Oh yeah, and Unstoppable. Yeah, some women have like gone through that program on their own, that class on their own, because they liked it so much and they really wanted to like keep going with it. They create like a little Facebook Messenger and they would like go through the workouts again. And, you know, Cindy kind of led that and it was really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, so Soul Sister. Soul Sister is a bonus class. And obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. Soul Sister is about opening your heart up to sisterhood, to true sisterhood. So when I think about the illusions, I think the ostrich. You could be sticking your head in your sand and being like, I need female relationships. I'm better with men. I don't need. Okay, I love you, but that's total crap, because we women are designed to be in sisterhood. We're designed that way. Okay. I also was somebody who said, I just get along better with men. Women are too drama for me. And that's a limiting belief. There are good women out there, good-hearted women who are not full of drama, who are grounded and centered. And because I had my head in the sand thinking that that's all, and I like categorized women as like that's all they do, right? I was like severely betrayed by the group of my women. It took me 5 years to meet a friend after that betrayal. I didn't create this class until I started building sisterhood after that deep betrayal. So it's a process because we've all been backstabbed by women. We've all been hurt by women. We've closed off our heart and we're just like, I'm not gonna let you in. She hurt me. I'm not gonna let you in, right? But for us to truly thrive, and one of the reasons why you might be emotional eating is because there is a hole in your heart. And I chose the flea because the other thing that I was thinking about is there are some of you watching that is like, oh, my girlfriends are great. No, I don't need soul sister. Like, I have really great girlfriends. I'm going to challenge you on that. Are they candle blower outers? Maybe some of you, yes. But if I'm honest with myself, with that other group of friends that I grew up with, they kind of sabotaged me and I didn't even see it. I was definitely like a victim of my circumstances. I just thought that's what you do. Like, you kind of talk shit behind each other's backs, right? And so this is about healing those wounds from past female relationships so you can break down the walls of your heart and open yourself up to beautiful women coming into your life. And I am telling you, women have brought beautiful women into their life since completing this class. When I started this class, I was like, my goal for you is by the time you finish the membership, you come to me and you say, I met a soul sister. And I'm telling you, that has happened. Martha has met a soul sister. Did I use I wonder whose testimonial, but I know that Martha had a huge transformation in Soul Sister. Okay, so this was Shweta's testimonial. The Soul Sister program has been quite a ride for me. I confessed I thought it'd be easy. I'd been working on my relationship with women for a few years and I got cocky. A few days into the program, lo and behold, all of my deeper limiting beliefs about female relationships and ultimately orienting with my relationship with my mother, which was not surprising, came bubbling up. It was tougher than any inner work I have done in a while, but it was so worth it because now I have clarity of what I want and of my worth. The more I work on forgiving myself and my mom, the deeper and more authentic my female relationships become. This would not all have been possible without having Nicole's content, my mentor, and the sisterhood to fall back on and take inspiration from. It is a life-changing program. This class changed my life. I had no idea what I was creating when I created it. I had no idea how deep the transformation was. Every single woman who took Soul Sister was like, this is amazing. And I'm sure Martha will speak about it in the comments. Martha met a soul sister after she did this, which she was like really kind of closed off to this class. Like many women are, honestly, I'll be honest. So many women are like, I'm good. I could have told you I was good too. I'm fine, whatever, my group of friends betray me. I have a few friends I can call on the phone. It's fine. I realized that so much of the anxiety and stress and sadness in my heart was because I didn't have soul sisters that I could hug. And now I do. And now it's amazing. Okay. So you don't even realize what you're missing until you get it. And then you're like, that's what happened. I was like, wow, I was really lonely and I didn't even realize it. And I was expecting Zach to fill all the holes. It was like, he was supposed to be my soul sister. And it's like, when you expect your partner to fill all the holes of what you need in sisterhood, it wreaks havoc on your marriage. That's exactly what was happening to me. So that's Soul Sister. The next class is called Awaken. Create a life that's so good you don't need the cookies or the wine to feel happy. When it comes to Awaken, what I realize is that women create a life that we think is going to make us happy, right? We check all the boxes that society tells us we need to check to be happy. And when they lay their head down at night, they feel guilty because they're not happy. And they're like, I got this and I'm not happy, and I got this and I'm not happy. You should just be grateful. You should just be grateful for what you have. The reason why you're feeling like this void and you're using wine or cookies to fill it, to make you feel this synthetic happiness for a small amount of time, is because you have not created a life that feels like yours. We're talking about your life. You need to create your life. What do you want? So I'll give you an example. I had this client, her name's Katie. She went on vacation, and then she came back and we got on a coaching call, and she was like, I have just been sabotaging myself ever since I got back from vacation. And I'm like, oh, okay. Tell me about your vacation. My vacation was amazing. It was so fun. You know, like we went out and we like adventured around all the time. They went to like the Caribbean, and there was like lots of dancing and lots of music. And, you know, she's like, it was the best vacation we've ever had. And I'm like, okay, so you had the best vacation you ever had, and then you get home and you start sabotaging. Could a reason why you're sabotaging is because you feel like the feelings that you felt on vacation, you can't feel at home, and you're feeling a little down about that? It's like, yeah, that could probably be right. That the only way you can be happy is if you're on vacation, not in your everyday life. So I was like, okay, well, what makes you happy? Like, think about you as a kid. Like, what made you happy? What was some of the things that you did in the Caribbean that like made you really happy? And she was like, you know, she had to think about it. And then she was like, I used to sing. I used to sing all the time. Like I'm very musically inclined. And I'm like, how did I not know this? You've been in the membership for like, 8 months. How did I not know this? And I was like, okay, well then what I want you to do is like go to music class, start singing something. So she did. She like started some music classes, and within a few weeks of starting the music classes and getting back into this music part of her soul, her self-sabotage dissipated. This is a prime example of awaken. You need to create a life that feels like yours, that makes your soul happy, your soul. And so we explore that in the class, right? This is like the iceberg mentality, is like, all I see is all there is. Well, this is my life. There's nothing more to it. There is so much more to it. You've just got to open yourself up to it. And you have to believe that you're worthy of creating something different that really feeds your soul, choosing you, not choosing other people, right? The next class is called My Body Rocks. Owning the badassness of your body. This class, when I think about get on the same team as your body, this would be the class. If I had to choose one class to kind of categorize under that term, this would be the class. Because I like avoided the mirror for years. And when I was looking in the mirror, it was like picking apart every part of my body. Ew, like just, ugh. And that's why I avoided the mirror eventually, is because I was like, I just feel like shit every time I look in the mirror. So I'm just going to not look in the mirror. I chose the ostrich for this because I think you're really burying your head in the sand with your body image. You should feel good about your body, even as you navigate weight loss, even when you're navigating some weight gain. And so in the My Body Rocks class, I take you through this process. It's so powerful. We go through this mirror work process. I've been teaching it for years. It is transformational to help you shift your focus on your body like you never have before, and help you see how incredibly amazing your body is, because she is freaking amazing. And so I take you through this process. We do it every day as a group, and it's so freaking powerful. And I want to share this testimonial with you because this is really good. So this is Becky, who went through it, who had body image issues for sure. I finished up My Body Rocks this past weekend, and I'm truly amazed at how much I continue to grow and evolve since I jumped into mastery last October. First of all, my score between my pre and post assessment, we do pre and post assessments with every class to prove to your mind that you're making progress. Right? This is like kind of like showing you the pineapple, like giving you a little like microscope into the soil so you can see that you're making progress. It's like some sort of physical proof to your mind that you are making progress. And hers jumped 15 points. This assessment was all about body image. Now to the dress. See the dress? I bought this dress for a wedding I'm attending next month. It is in my usual size dress. It arrived Saturday and did not fit / was too small. In the past, I would have spiraled and body shamed myself. I would jump into a restrictive diet to lose what I could into the next month. Not anymore. I felt totally neutral and told myself it was the dress that did not fit, not my body's fault for not fitting in the dress, and talk about body respect. This is what I'm saying. You should be able to navigate your relationship with your body while you are losing weight and if you gain some weight, because it's life and our body cycles and it happens. And you can't go into a drama every time you start to gain some weight, because when you go into a drama, you go into some crazy diet and you just start to cycle over and over again, right? You got to learn how to get on the same team as your body, even as she ebbs and flows throughout her seasons. Okay, and the last class is called Workout Like a Woman, creating a movement plan that is designed for a woman's body. If you resonated with the monkey and the crab, this would definitely be a good class for you, because the monkey says that working out needs to look a very certain way. Workout Like a Woman is about teaching you how to move for a woman's body. The fitness industry is so overwhelming, and the reason why the fitness industry intimidates so many women is because it's so stinking masculine. And the reason why it doesn't work for so many women is because it's designed for a man's body. It's designed for a man's body. Workout Like a Woman teaches you how to move your body in cycle with your body as a woman. It's so powerful when you learn this. And so the monkey says that working out needs to look a certain way. We challenge that belief. Working out can really feel good, and it can feel sensual, and it can feel pleasurable. And I picked the crab because the crab is afraid of, like, what if I actually enjoy movement? What if I step into becoming a pleasurable, liberated woman in feminine energy who can lean back and have fun and relax? So it's a movement class, but we really work on feminine principles. This is one of my favorite classes of all time because I struggle with masculine doing energy. And it leans you back into receiving and relaxing and pleasure and joy and play. Playing with movement and playing in your life. It is such a fun class. Women are just like blown out of the water when they take Workout Like a Woman. This is what Martha said about Workout Like a Woman. This is more about the moon. You also learn about the moon cycles and our moon cycle. If you asked me a month ago about the moon cycles and feminine energy, I may or may not have blown it off, probably made an excuse. But Workout Like a Woman changed my mind. I have all a new perspective because I've embraced the last program and really listened both to the content and my body, and it feels so, so good to be in feminine energy without guilt. Thank you, Wildly Alive. So if you have been on overdrive, you have been going too hard, too fast, then Workout Like a Woman shows you how to slow down and feel good and feed into this relaxing energy through movement and in your life. If you feel like you're on the brink of breakdown, this is the class for you. It's so good. So good. It really, really, this last round that I ran it really affected my marriage in such a big and beautiful way. Like, whoa. I mean, my marriage was not, like going through some stuff at the beginning. And by the end of it, it was like mind-blowingly good. Like, ooh, so good. So, so good. Okay, here's Martha. It was so good. Weight of Money is so fun. Changes your perspective. I use the tools from Shatter so often, sometimes daily in my car, sometimes not for months. It's invaluable. Worked myself right into a serious surgery. That won't happen again. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is the Wildly Alive membership. Now, the Illusions discount code is now expired, but if you have made it to the end of this video and you're here and you are really desiring jumping in and going through this one last final time with me, you are going to get my live energy just like this. I am showing up in real time, teaching these classes one last time. And I am going to leave it all on the table. I am going to say it all. If I know that this is the final footprint, I'm going to make sure I get everything right and I do not hold back. So if you would like to join us, you can come in at wildlyalive.com/membership. alive.com/membership. And we are going to offer you a 10% off discount. And you're going to use the code farewell. Okay. Farewell is the discount. So don't share that with anyone. That's really, if you are here and you are watching this and you made this to the end, then you can jump into the membership and get some money off the top, which is always nice. And so you can come in for a month, and I'm sure some of you are wondering, like, can you come in and out and jump in and out of classes? Sure, you can do that. But the only way that you will earn lifetime access is if you stay for 12 consecutive months. Okay, so if there's some of the classes that you really liked and you really want to jump into them, you can absolutely jump in and come do it if you really want, and then dive in and out, but that's totally your call. I would highly advise you to stay in and go through all of them, even if you feel like not all of them are for you, because what I have found is a lot of women, like especially Soul Sister, a lot of women feel like, oh, that one, I don't need work around that. But then once they get in the class and they really do it, they're like, whoa, I didn't even realize how much work I had to do in that area. So yeah, and lifetime access is definitely something to have. So then you can go back and revisit it. You can go revisit it. You can be a part of the sisterhood and the community, and it's going to be so beautiful. So yeah, this has been so great. This Illusion series has been so stinking fun. I love you, and I would love to have you in the membership. It would mean the world to me. And if you cannot do it, or say you really, really want to do it, but you are really strapped financially, I'm going to encourage you just to email support@wildlyalive.com, and we can kind of talk about it. If money is the only thing holding you back from saying yes, then let's have a discussion about it. Okay. Like, I hate letting money hold women back. So let's just talk about it. It's not a big deal. Like, we can talk and we can figure it out. What was the last thing that I was going to say? Yeah, this is like really bittersweet, knowing that this is the last free experience that I'm going to do. And I'm really excited about this year. I'm really excited about being with these group of women and just really like giving it everything. So it really goes out with a bang, and it's going to be awesome. And I would absolutely love to have you. And I don't know what's going to happen next here in the playground group or moving forward. You'll just have to kind of stay tuned. But I know that my energy is really going to be focused on the membership for sure, and giving these ladies everything I got wildly alive that's in my heart. Like, I'm just giving it all, as if I'm never ever gonna teach this stuff ever again. And so yeah, so this has been an absolute pleasure. Again, the code is farewell. Okay, farewell, all caps. If you want to jump in, it would just be amazing. If not, I will see you around. I'm not disappearing. Okay, it's not like I'm disappearing into thin air. I will be around. I just don't really know what around is going to look like or be like, or what I don't know yet. We'll just have to see. So, all right, I love you all. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Send me a DM, send me a private message, send support an email, and we can kind of chat. Yeah, Brenda, absolutely. All right, I love you all. When in doubt, ask your body. Bye.